Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So, got a bit of a rejection up here, and you can see there's our level right here. That's where we picked it up off, and just a little bit short, but big engulfing bar off that, and then it moves to the downside. What's concerning me here on the 8th hour is the attempt at the crossover the moving averages here. So we're in this channel. There is a gap down here which is a magnet, and there's quite a bit of structure to the downside. So this crossover here is very similar to what we have here. So I would expect more than likely a move back down to the bottom of the channel at the moment. Now I'm saying that with a little bit of caution, so because we are in between the moving averages here. And whenever we do that, we tend to start ranging. And you'll see what happens here on the 3 hour. You can see the oscillator separating at the moment, and moving up just crossed over. So this could very well just be looking to find support on structure. And the structure is so messy here. I'm going to leave those two there. But any one of these tails here could offer support. So let me just put the last one in. So you can see anything in here. And obviously something that is close to the 155, and you can see there's quite a bit here. See, there's 2 and that little level there. So that would offer a fairly decent area to buy into it. However, we do have a gap to the downside, so, and that is a weekly gap, so that could also be targeted. So it's been a relatively strong week to the top, and now a bit of a pullback. The big question is, are we going to get another leg up? So if we just watch those levels, we should get some opportunities to look at this. There was nothing really yesterday. You're obviously looking to go with the trend. There was no opportunity to go with the trend. And now if you look at the 1 hour, oscillators are oversold quite a bit. But there's nothing really indicating an opportunity at the moment. So I'd be watching this area with a little bit of curiosity. That's 12618, 12600 area. If that gives way, then I'd be watching this area at 12509, and then this channel line here, and this level here, which is around the gap, which is 12337. But getting all the way back down here, that gives us a massive weekly pin bar. And you can see what I'm talking about there. At the moment it's the tail, but if we come down and close down here this week, that's 1, 2, that's 3 rejections. So sellers keep coming in on the highs here. Why? What is brewing? What's going on? So it's not looking positive. It's not looking like we are gathering ourselves for a move a little bit higher. It does look like we are just basically going to be rejecting this area. So be very careful here. This is kind of a weird setup at the moment. There is some bullish attempts, but there's nothing really concrete, and I think that's what you need to be very careful of. If you've got really bullish attempts and they're concrete, then we can argue differently. So just to check what happened yesterday. So we got the crossover, and late in the session we finally got the rejection of the 155. So all 3 moving averages have crossed over. So this means on the 50-minute I should just pick up these levels here, and I can pick up even that level. Yeah, so I can pick up the close even. So that is 12.738. Then I have 12.693, and then in amongst this I've got a pretty strong level as well, which is 12.711. So any rejection of those levels on a lower time frame, being 15 or 5 or 10 minutes or 6 minutes, even 3 minutes if you so inclined, but any rejection up there, I think it's well worth taking the short. Keep the stop tight. I mean, if you go there, you've got a 100-point stop loss, which is more than adequate for me, with a potential to move down to 12500 area, and then possibly even down to 12400 area. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Just look for the pullbacks, and I think keep stick to lower time frames. So long as the 15-minute moving averages are pointing down like this, there is a potential chance that we are going to reject this area on the higher time frames. It's just going to take a while in the higher time frames because it does look like a bit of a flag forming as well. So if you start taking out the highs of yesterday, that's when the trend, that's when my narrative changes completely. And this would be this area here, 12,738. So get above there, find support there. Then I'm looking to continue this move to the upside. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. It is really messy. It's almost sideways, sideways to down. Could turn out to be a flag, which would be a bull flag, or alternatively it could turn out to be some kind of a head and shoulders top here or range break to the downside, targeting this area down here. This gap is going to be a magnet. It is a weekly gap. So that to me at 12,337 is definitely something you need to pay attention to. And looking at the Dow Jones, that's what the setup there is looking like. So who knows? Let's have a look on the S&P 500 and see if that all collates together. That's my view today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.